So welcome back students. We have already completed the unit of different ecosystem. Hope you all understood what is ecosystem, how we have to conserve and protect our diversity. Did you all follow? So just we will go back to the chapter 4, that is reproduction in animals. Thought just we will brush up. You already have finished maybe this unit. So we will just brush up the terms and terminologies in the unit reproduction. Now if I ask you what is reproduction? Like a dog reproduces to produce puppies, cat kittens, hen lays eggs. So like this there are different modes where we are able to produce our own, like us, same to same. A dog will not produce kitten, a cat will not produce a puppy. So here this process, this is a life process where we are able to procreate like the same, the young ones. So here the terms and terminologies, when I said the first term in reproduction is viviparous. Now what does this viviparous mean? So reproduction in animals, page number 53. Viviparous means these are the animals which give birth to young ones. Birth. Like human beings, they are viviparous. If you take hen, they are not viviparous because they do not give birth to young one. So then what are they? They are oviparous. So the organisms or the animals which lay eggs, they are oviparous. And the animals which give birth to young ones, they are viviparous. So example of viviparous are human beings, dogs, cat, buffalo. Alright, so here next oviparous we have, these are the animals which lay eggs. Example hen, frog. So these two examples you should remember. Now we will see the modes of reproduction. Modes of reproduction, there are two types of or modes of reproduction. The first mode is called as asexual reproduction. Now what is the meaning of asexual reproduction? This asexual reproduction, what does that mean? There is no fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes. Now what is this gamete? This gamete is nothing but they are the, how we say, male produces the male gamete, female produces the female gamete. So here there is no fusion. Asexual mode of reproduction where there is no fusion. In sexual mode of reproduction there is fusion. Now we will see asexual example. So what will you write? Asexual means there is no fusion of what? Gametes. Sexual mode, fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes takes place in sexual reproduction. Now asexual, there are different examples like budding, binary fission. Budding, hydra is there, then we have yeast, undergoes budding. In binary fission, there is example is amoeba. Now reproduction, because of the fusion of what? Fusion of what? Male and female gametes is called as what? Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Now see, male gametes. And another one gamete in sexual reproduction, which is a gamete, female gamete. Male gamete, female gamete. They fuse. That process is called as fertilization. But during fertilization, there is fusion of male gamete with female gamete to form zygote. reproduction. Now fertilization means fusion of male gamete with female gamete. Sometimes you see fertilization can be two types, internal fertilization or external fertilization. What is internal fertilization? The fertilization that takes place inside the body, like cows, dogs, human beings. How is the fertilization? Inside the body. Isn't it? You developed in your mother's womb, isn't it? Womb. That means fertilization, development of the embryo inside the body. That is internal fertilization. Example, did you follow? Hens, cows, dog, man. And what is external fertilization? That fertilization which takes place outside the body. Example, fish, starfish, frog. And during this reproduction, what happened? Fusion is there. And this fusion, there is transmission of characters from parent to the progeny. Progeny means the young one. From dog to puppies. From cat to kittens. See, did you understand here? Reproduction. We are doing reproduction in animals. You may be thinking, why aren't we doing reproduction in plants? Because you did it, I think, in 8th class. 7th class. Already you finished. So here we are doing reproduction in animals. Now the embryo. This is the embryo. Embryo further divides and redivides to form the young one. Young one means next to you. It is called as, this embryo further division is called as fetus. It divides. This fetus is the stage of embryo in which fetus. Embryo is like it's a undivided or there is no divided mass. Undifferentiated mass is called as the embryo. But later on it gets differentiated into different organs and parts. That time it is called as what? Fetus. So it is fetus. And this transformation we see in frog. First stage is larva. Larva to which frog? Adult frog. What was that called as? Drastic change, metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. And external fertilization is commonly seen where, in aquatic animals, fishes, external fertilization. Now this is all about which unit? Reproduction. And in your textbook they have mentioned in detail life cycle of frog. Then there is one recent development is there, that is called as the test tube babies. Now how these test tube babies are produced, we will learn in the next class.